Tonight at 11.
Doom!
Speaking of comeuppance, go ahead, Chad.
I don't have my laptop, and I put my old backdrop up just so we can commemorate Ski Mask.
So great times we had.
Yeah, all these guys are sympathy grifters. That's all they're doing. They're using this whole thing.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying you're doing.
I purposely went on my show today after talking to Teamster Tim, and I said, people are shocked. I go, yes, I'm grifting off a dead guy. So they're like, you were grifting off a dead guy. I'm like, yeah, I was saying it the whole time. I was grifting off the tragedy of the death 100%, because I said it's back pay for when he got me banned from the comedy zones because of the Bahamas bullshit. And also Stevie Lou's just trying to pile on. That's what he does. He tries to get attention any way he can. The potato, they're all garbage. They're pieces of shit. They don't give a fuck.
The potato did almost a 3-hour show watching you today. Watch about Ski Mask.
Yeah, he did an emergency sympathy grift show because he hates me. So all he wants to do is pile on. He wants me to people to call my gigs and get them blocked like he did last week in McCurdy's. He's a piece of shit. He's a liar. And he's a coward who hides. The potato filter's been played out. Fuck him. And by the way, fuck Ski Mask. He's a piece of shit. For 4 years, that guy was relentless. Putting on my phone number, contacting my gigs. Literally, I was in the Bahamas police department for 6 hours because of that fuck. And I can never work the comedy zones again after that because of the headache he caused. So
what
fuck
exactly
everybody.
did you do again?
And then, by the way, Teamster Tim said, that's exactly what Ski Mask wanted. He wanted you to do that. So I did exactly what his best friend told me to do. And it was funny.
So wait, it was you pitch it to Teamster Tim and he gave you 100% go ahead, or he pitched it to you?
I said, I think I'm going to go live. And he's like, yeah, do it. Go hard in the paint, but at the end, just say something nice. And I go, okay, I'll do that. Because they goes, that's what he would have done.
Oh, like a roast.
Yeah. And Vinny Cash was his best friend too. He would fly out to Utah to hang out with him. And Vinny Cash was really trying to get me to bury the hatchet with Ski Mask. And I actually did kind of. And then as soon as I unblocked him on Twitter, he called me like a faggot or something awful. And I blocked him again.
Teamster Tim said you hit a home run.
Yeah. So all these sympathy grifters that are trying to pile on, they just don't like me. They're looking for a reason to pile on. And that's what it is. I know what they're doing. So I don't give a fuck. I shit on him because he would have shit on me too. And that's what it is. That's what it is. So fuck Stevie Lou. By the way, according to his brother, his Ski Mask didn't like Stevie Lou anymore. So I don't think he would want the potato and Stevie Lou sticking up for him. So go fuck yourselves, you fucking losers.
Now you sound like Ski Mask.
Yeah, that guy was an asshole to me, man. He was always a dick constantly. So I was like, why do I never met the guy. You met him. I never met him. So why do I give a fuck?
Yeah, he looked like a young Ted Kennedy without the mask on. His face was real. It's like a real square, like a blockhead when I was frying. His face was all red too. I think that was the alcohol. Teamster Tim likes to manhandle men. Really likes it.
Yeah. So you know what? Everyone acting like they're all hurt and sad by what? Fuck you. And it was funny. I was just.
So you really don't like Ski Mask. You don't wish him well.
I mean, I don't hate the guy. It sucks that he died at the age of 30. But for the past
30,
that's what I'm hearing. He just turned 30 years old.
Holy shit!
And everybody said for the
hug your kids.
Literally, everyone said for the past 3 years that you're gonna die. Stop, stop, stop. And he just wouldn't. So he didn't think about anybody else either. So
yeah, but maybe he wanted to die.
I think he did because he wasn't thinking about his family or his mom. So he's a selfish asshole. That's my eulogy.
Gavin House, that's the only fatherly figure he had. Do you feel you could have done more? Yeah, but he had other father figures. He had Vinny Cash. He had Teamster Tim. I know he had those two guys. So Vinny Cash told you last night?
He called me late last night and he never called. So I knew something was going on. And then somebody sent me a text last night saying that I think Ski Mask is dead. I go, really? Oh. And then I called Teamster Tim this morning and he confirmed how he died and what happened. And So I said, yeah, well, I should go live. And he goes, yeah, go hard in the paint. Go hard in the paint. That's how he would have wanted it.
All right. I didn't even want to do a show like this today, but the universe has its own agenda, as they say.
And even Ski Mask wanted this. This was like his favorite show.
Okay, so at a tribute to Ski Mask, I'm gonna let you guys fight it out, but not on the screen at the same time.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Never takes responsibility for his actions. You see it right here.
Who?
The motherfucking.
How about Ski Mask? How about Ski Mask taking responsibility?
Who's blaming Teamster Tim now? It's never Chad's fault. You get that, Kev? Are we both idiots? This liar is going to sit here.
But Teamster Tim said Chad hit a home run.
Teamster Tim, let's just leave that alone, okay? If you're using Teamster Tim as your source and your reference for morality and what to do, something's wrong here.
Why are you throwing him under the bus or the truck since he's a trucker?
Because he's not Ski Mask's family, first of all, so he doesn't speak for the guy, okay? First of all,
but who is? Have you spoken to Ski Mask's family? Have you spoken to Ski Mask's family?
I just got the news today. All right, I got the news today.
Why does everybody sound like that Bye Bye American Pie song when I just got the news today?
But once again, like,
bye, little booty with the pinky face. He was the original Pinky. He used to wear that pink hat.
Chad can't take accountability. He can't understand that he had part.
So you say Teamster Tim. Wait. What was Chad's part in him?
Teamster Tim, bro. Get that motherfucker out of here. Who cares about Teamster Tim? He's a fucking clown.
Well, who's accountable? Why should Chad be accountable? Chad didn't kill him.
Stayed the fuck out of this, though. At least the motherfucker couldn't have waited till the body was cold to take his shots. And also, he's making up all these lies, trying to say like, "Oh, Ski Mask sent some guy down to fight me." Chad was on this show making claims that guy's sister was R-worded. Chad said that Ski Mask R-worded, R-graped this guy's sister. So when you say shit like that, Chad, people want to come and confront you in person. Okay, Ski Mask didn't send nobody down.
What's this have to do with you? This has nothing to do with you.
Wait, what about someone's sister? He's talking about.
I was told today that Stevie Lou doesn't speak for Ski Mask. Ski Mask didn't like him. So what the fuck is he butting into this?
But he's saying Teamster Tim doesn't speak for Ski Mask.
That was like his best friend. They were legit best friends. They would talk on the phone all the time. So
and Vinny Cash, Cash, they were like besties, right?
Yeah, like Ski Mask would fly out to Utah to stay with them, and they were like talk on the phone all the time. And yeah, Stevie, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked because he wants to throw himself into this as always. And he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's just saying, he's just trying to, these are all fake sympathy guys. They want grifting. They want to act like they're like speaking on his behalf. You're not. You're not.
But why did Vinny Cash want you to know?
Because
you weren't even friends with him.
I think he was just letting me know like what happened. He was giving me the information.
Oh, because Vinny Cash is one of your $100 sponsors?
Well, he's a friend. He's definitely a friend. When we shared a mutual friend, and he was always trying to build that bridge between me and Ski Mask, and I just said it's not going to work. And one day I said, all right, I'll unblock him. And soon enough, that in 24 hours he started coming after me again. So I blocked him. So I go, it's never going to work.
Ski still owes Chad an apology.
He did, and he actually said he felt bad for the Bahamas thing. He told Vinny Cash he felt bad for calling
on his deathbed.
No, just prior to that, he goes, I want to make amends with Chad. I feel bad that I did that. I didn't realize I fucked everything up for him. And that's another thing Stevie's wrong about. He has no clue what the fuck's going on. He's like, oh, you threatened? Yeah, people say a lot of things. I could say I go shoot up a school today. I wasn't doing anything. I had no information. I just had the photo that Atticus Flynn put on Twitter. That's it. I was texting him and I was talking shit. But the problem with these emotional babies, they take it to another level because you could say you could do a lot of things, but actually doing it's two different things. Ski Mask did it. I just talk shit. They can't handle it. You could talk shit all day long, but they have to take it a step further. I never take it a step further. It's not accountability. You guys, you could say whatever the fuck you want, but doing and saying are two completely different things. So go fuck yourself, Stevie. You're totally just trying to get on this. He doesn't give a fuck about you. and he didn't like you. So why are you fighting this fight for him? He doesn't care about
I
it.
got an email from Kevin Shackelford this morning at 3:27. He invited me to become a connection with him.
Well,
So I guess he's in heaven.
Well, they found him dead on Monday.
So I guess this thing it does it automatically. Like
hey, the iCloud, it does wonders.
Like the Artie. Go ahead, Stevie.
I'm just trying to tell the truth here. It's not about sympathy. What the fuck are you talking about, you deranged fucking loser? I'm just making sure the record is correct, that you started shit, and that you're not even going to address the shit where you fucking said about Ski Mask raped Chuck Mangione's sister. And
Wait. We can't talk about rape. We can't talk about
I don't even remember any of this because it was so long ago. But
I remember this vaguely. He was dating Chuck Mangione's sister. He moved to Connecticut. He moved to Connecticut to be with Chuck Mangione's sister.
And if I remember it, it's all just it's not real. Just making threats.
Stevie, shut the fuck up. If I did say that, guess what? That's hilarious. I don't remember saying it, but if I
he was dating. He moved to Connecticut to marry Chuck Mangione's sister.
I didn't even know Chuck Mangione's name. I forgot it until today, until someone mentioned it.
What else I was gonna say about that? So what came first?
The chicken or the egg?
No, what came first? Him banning you in the Bahamas, or you taking a picture of his girlfriend?
I never took a photo. Atticus Flynn put a photo up on Twitter of them at Ray's comedy show, and someone says, "This is Ski Mask's girlfriend." You could barely see her, I remember. And I was basically saying she's fat, and she was a teacher. I guess she was a teacher. I said, I know where she works. I'm going to get her banned. I said all of that, but I had no information.
Okay, and then he went after your Bahamas gig.
He literally took it to that level after I just.
No, but you started it. You started it.
We were going back and forth. It was an ongoing.
But you started it. You started it.
But we've been fighting back and forth for for 4 years.
About what? Well, what started the original fight?
The credit card stuff started. Like
it was just ball breaking. Yeah, just you are such a thin-skinned loser and a bitch. You call yourself a fucking comedian. You call yourself a comedian, and throughout time, it's always the same thing. Chad can't take getting his balls broken. Because he says the same thing about me, that I was relentless, that I did all these things.
Okay, but who started the thing between?
All we did was call out him being a scumbag and having the credit card charges. That's what this is all about. Chad can't take the fact that he got caught stealing credit cards and we made fun of him about it. That's all that this was about, Kevin, is that we called Chad out.
So then
we made fun of him being in the credit card situation.
And so Chad, when Chad got the picture of Ski Mask's girlfriend, he saw it, used it against him.
Yeah, no, not only that, he was trying before that because we were just poking fun at him. No one ever did. He was trying to say that everybody's been trying to cancel his gigs for years, that I've done, that me, Stevie Lou, has done this, that, the other thing. All I've done was said that he's a fucking loser for having those credit card charges come up. And I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying that here, am I? But he can't fucking take it. All right. And
but that was a bit on your show with Ski Mask and Stancil.
It was an original Ski Mask bit. That's back when Paul Fens used to be on that show. And that's another thing. Chad tries to act like, oh, this was a long time ago. It don't even matter. Chad was threatening to go to Child Protective Services and report Paul Fens over beef on the Ski Mask Collective, over us making fun of him.
Okay, we're going back. We're going back.
I'm just saying though, that's what happened, man. You can't you can't just brush that off and just hand wave it. That's why this all started. Okay? So now that this loser wants to try to fucking he's trying to justify himself. He's trying to cover up his actions and justify his horrid, terrible fucking behavior where he tried to get people's children.
But he's on a redemption arc. He's on a redemption arc now.
I hope he never works. I mean, he's gonna get some work still, but honestly, this is the kind of thing that will never fucking leave him. And I hope haunts him.
What, the Paul Fens thing?
Honestly, I hope Chad like loses a finger or something.
Oh, come on now. Come on, I'm gonna lose my channel. You keep talking like this.
I feel like he needs to
thread people on the Ski Mask channel.
I hope. I didn't say I'm going to
the Ski Mask channel.
Did I say I'm going to do it? I'm just saying this is the guy that needs to be taught a lesson, and it needs to be like an extremity. It needs to get removed from a guy like this.
Hey, can we all agree on one thing?
Fucking learn.
Can we all agree on one thing, that it's too bad this is not Ray instead?
Yeah, I can't believe. Apparently, Ray knew last night, and he didn't reach out. He just kept it to himself. Like
Who told Ray?
Teamster Tim. Yeah, Chatty Cathy over there.
Ski posting his junk on Twitter. Still, is it up now?
I don't. Yeah, he like did a picture where his legs were over his head.
Isn't Stevie Lou one of the founding fathers of doxing?
Never doxed anybody. It was just
like the sheriff in Rambo. Chad drew first blood.
Paul Fens.
Listen, this guy, he likes to just joke around, but this is his life. These are the things he did, you know? And like trying to just lie and try to make yourself look like the victim when someone else died is literally, like, I know I said it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll go back on that. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard or seen in my life. But I hope that like people can find out where Chad's
I hope he loses a finger. Come on.
I mean, listen, even worse, like people can find out like about Chad's family and shit and people that have died in his past.
A family.
You know, he's got that aunt and his mom and stuff, you know. So
come on. She's in Ohio. Isn't she suffering enough northeast Ohio?
I mean, if he wants to just be
that terrible weather,
demon,
it's cold all year, and then when it's not cold, it's humid as fuck because of that stupid lake. KB, did your TMZ guy call you about ski mask death? Fuck Neil. No, a couple people told me. First thing when I turn my phone on, people told me. A wild man for our times, RIP Ski Zumach Griffs. Chad, were you going to grift anyway? Were you going to grift anyway?
This is like, I'll stay on the screen for now, but I'm going to leave after this because I don't want to go back and forth with Stevie because he's a clout chaser and that's all he's doing right now. He's interjecting himself into this like he does everything else constantly for the past 4 years. He always does this.
Interject myself.
You always put yourself in anything.
Name one thing. Name one
You're
thing.
You're an attention whore.
That's
from Eastside Dave to
name one thing. Name one thing I inserted myself.
To every show you can cling on, to Melton's
so
leg,
inserted myself into
Steel
BYB
Toes moderator. You're always trying to get involved, and that reason you're so here today because I'm here.
Those were your examples.
This.
Those were your examples.
You saw the potato doing it, yet you just want to be in part of the pylon. I know what you're doing.
You can't even talk, bro. Are you that emotional? Are you drunk, or are you just emotional that you can't get your words out?
I said it correctly.
All right, calm down. All right, Teamster Tim wants to come on, so if you want to wait till he comes on or no.
Yeah, I'll stick around, but Stevie's just I have no interest in going back and forth with him. He just wants attention. He's always wanted attention. He's a fucking idiot. By the way, Stevie, he didn't like you anymore. So why are you defending him? He doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, but he always hated you.
Yeah, well, he's a piece of shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about Stevie Lou. He's not funny. He's a failed comedian. And guess what, motherfucker? I actually came around on you, but I'm back to where we were.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to do the movie show together.
We were, and he could have got some money from it, but he's a fucking idiot who has to interject himself into every goddamn beef because he wants that attention so bad. He's a clout chaser. Stevie Lou sucks. He sucks. No one likes him on your show.
What beef? Name one beef I've interjected myself into.
You get involved with everything.
Name one. If there's everything, name one then. Dummy.
You did give Gino ice for his jaw.
I was there. I was fucking there.
And you got involved with that, and now you're going back at Gino.
Because I was there. I didn't inject myself. I was there. You don't inject yourself when you're there. You fucking
Eastside Dave show. You're always trying to cause a scene.
I was the producer for Eastside Dave.
No, you weren't. You're nothing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he did work on Eastside Dave.
He used compound media credits. His credits on your goddamn.
I'm
emotional.
Whoever yells the most, I gotta. A wild man for our times. RIP Ski Zumach.
Eastside Dave would smoke the fuck out. Eastside Dave knows how to talk. He's been on the radio.
All right, we're not doing that show where you can't talk, I can talk. That's Bobby Kelly territory.
All I'm just saying is
you said the word wrong. Oh, that's Melton does that too.
I mean, but he's a bumbling idiot. I can't point that out.
Okay, well, when you're mad, I don't care. I don't care if you talk right or not. I just want people to be mad on my show. That's all. Is that wrong?
No.
I don't care. I mean, I let fucking Baron Ribs on my show. I can't even talk half the time.
Listen, all this was about was just correcting the record and making sure that we were clear about how things went down. He took this opportunity to try to fucking make up a story while the guy's dead and can't
Make up
correct
what
things
story?
about how maybe you missed his show this morning because he also took it down like a coward. He claims that people were trying
Yeah,
to.
Chad, I thought you were gonna leave your show up.
I was getting reported by everybody.
For what? For what? What did you get reported for?
You can't fuck around and lose a channel. You wouldn't know that because
For
you can't
what?
get viewers.
What was the violation?
No,
that
he
made?
might have been. No, maybe if he's grifting a dead guy, maybe.
I mean, so then
No, that might be a violation. They were saying on some other show that I guess Stuttering John put a blank screen up and was getting super chats, and that's illegal. So nobody even knows the fucking rules. Everybody can suck a dick.
Fuck that. He took it down when he saw the fucking backlash that he got because he's an emotional fucking little damaged bitch.
Chad,
So
send it to me. I'll put it on my Patreon.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the backlash, Stevie.
Oh wait, I gotta.
Yeah,
go
get
ahead.
rid of him.
What?
Keep talking over me, Stevie, because you're an emotional twat. You always have been. You lose your temper every single time. I took the fucker down is because everyone says they were reporting me to YouTube and Patreon. You wouldn't know about losing things because you don't have anything. You don't have a following. You don't have viewers. No matter what you try to do, you can't build a following. You can't get super chats. You try to snipe my show. There was 12 people watching. And these are the facts. You're a failed comedian. You can't get a following. That's a fact. That's why you guys all hate me, because I work as a comic and I do things and you guys can't do it. And these are facts, Jack. Go look at the numbers compared to Stevie.
You don't work
look
anywhere.
At my numbers.
Chad, you don't work anywhere. Someone brought up a great point. Chad was complaining about how he can't work in the 7 comedy zones in the country because of ski mask. That was his big gripe. The 7 clubs that he can't get into. Well, what about the 2,540 other clubs that don't want shit to do with Chad?
Well, they talk to the other. You got to be careful because you get banned at one club, the other clubs
ski
talk.
mask is the reason for
Rest
why
in peace.
Chad
Rest in
can't get
peace.
booked. Or is Chad the nobody who has no real career except sucking Nick Swartzen's dick? Chad, that's the only.
I'm gonna lose my channel. I'm gonna lose my channel.
Yeah, what about when Kevin was making fun of Matthew Perry? You guys loved it.
Yeah, but we didn't know him. Plus, he had a great life, and he fucking threw it away because he's a fucking piece of shit junkie. And then the guy who gave him the drugs, that's why these people give him the drugs. These guys pled guilty, and they're going to jail for just giving a fucking crackhead actor drugs. So don't be a friend of Artie Lang, Matthew Perry, all these drug addicts that they went, hey, you're like, hey, I'm famous. You want to be my friend? They're like, all right. Then you go to jail when they die, pieces of shit. Also, handle your drugs. Handle your alcohol. Right, Geraldo? I mean, these fucking weak cowards. If you're going to get high and going to get drunk, handle it, Teamster Tim, right? You're on the road a lot, right?
Are you talking to Ski Mask?
I'm alive.
Who?
I'm talking about drunk drivers and right?
Yep.
Handle your alcohol, handle your drugs. Man, I'm talking to all of them. Matthew Perry, Ski Mask, everybody. Don't blame somebody else. It's on you, bitches.
And we don't know how he died neither. He could have been like bitten by a rattlesnake.
Matthew Perry?
No, it's Ski Mask.
Hollywood, we know Ski Mask didn't drown in a hot tub, right?
Right.
I guess, yeah, he didn't have one at his place.
Hollywood Hogan turn. Chad, did you really want this kind of heat? Charlotte Prolific. No one is hurt by your show, Chad. It was classless. You seem bitter and hateful. Stop blaming others for your choice.
Thanks for watching.
Hit the follow button. Hit the like button.
Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.
Let's go.
Doom knows, and everybody else knows.
Doom knows. Doom's a clipper.
Doom's an asshole, but I'll unban the guy.
Thanks for the spam, Doom.
And if I catch a mod who doesn't delete a Doom clone, you're gone.
Don't tell Doom what to do, Stevie.
I'm sorry, Doom.
These guys are doing the Lord's work. Shut the fuck up. These guys create masterpieces. They know what they're doing.